Hey, I'm back, guys, and it's time. We're gonna do a game from Bernstein versus Suzman. Uh, Bernstein is black. I mean white, and Suman is black. So Bernstein's white, Suman's black. This is actually from the U.S. Chess Championship 1990, 1938. Can you imagine? 1938. These guys were impressive. If you notice one thing, that white has a position of strong central squares. His squares are impressive. I mean, his pawn structure. He's got tons and tons and tons of space. But white plays something that we talked about. Remember, we're talking about knights versus bishops. White White sees that black has a horrible bishop and he has a strong closed position. So Bernstein says, I'm going to capture, and B takes. You're thinking, wait a second, wait, didn't you just reconnect his pawns? Yes. Remember, in an end game with a closed position, knights are the king of the board. They're the ones that you rely on. They're the ones that you desire to have. Open bishops, closed knights. So Bernstein sees that Suman has a very bad bishop here, so that's why he trades off the bishop for the knight. So, and if we're gonna go back real quick and count how many pawns are on the same color as his bishop. Out of all of them, 4 out of all of them. So he's actually trading off one of his bad bishop for black's good knight. Okay. And so right here he goes, yeah, let's do it. He's rocking the house now. He's bringing the hammer down. A5, the point of it is to cleaver open. B takes A5, R, to even make black have to push onward. See, black would not want to trade, because then this rook comes over and black can't handle the pressure along this file here. So if he takes, I'll just show you what happens. Takes, and then there's no way to save this pawn here. So that's why that never happened, and that's why more likely he's going to play b5. What did Bernstein accomplish? How many pawns are on the same color as Suman's bishop? All of them except one. So his bishop is horrible. Even though it's an active outside the pawn structure bishop, it still doesn't have very good scope, and Bernstein has a really good ability to now play knight here and go after that pawn. So there's a huge amount of ideas, and we were right. G4. He's aiming at this pawn right here. So F5, he's going after. Knight comes into E5. Now he's going after the pawn here, the bishop here, and the pawn here. So that knight is super. Just imagine him as super knight. That's basically what this knight is. He's a superhero. And this one is, I don't know. The bishop's sad looking, because now it's locked in. The only square that it has is here, and it's looking at this square here. So the king's going to have to either come up here, or the rook's going to have to come here. One of them are going to have to come either here or here. So that's basically the R. There is a potential that either one of those weakens the structure. So king c7. E takes F. E takes F. And then more likely it's going to close. Oh, he doesn't close it down. Huh. E takes F. Knight to D3. That makes more sense. Because even if he tried to push, bye-bye. And white doesn't want to open up this for the light square bishop to come in. So he's trying to keep everything closed as much as possible. King b8. Because he doesn't want... this is funny. I was thinking, why didn't he play here? But then I gotta remember that we want to bring all of our forces into the attack. And what did Jeremy Stillman talk about? If there's an open file, take it. What can Bernstein do? Or Bernstein, I'm sorry, I think I'm pronouncing his name incorrectly, but he wants to take the open file, and so he does. Therefore, now he controls the only open file. See, there's a half open file. You can argue, yeah, there's another open, but this is only a half open file. This is a full open file, which makes it more powerful. And if he plays there, so be it. White doesn't care. He controls it. He's not going to trade, because if the rook moved here, it trades. This rook would come. Now, what'd you do? You could actually do that. That's probably, if it was me, I'd probably do that. Now that I think about it. Okay, let's take a look. Rook h e8. Knight comes in check with the king. a8. And then more likely he's going to trade. He might no, he's not going to trade. Okay, so he goes c2, huh? Impressive. f4 check. d2. These guys know what they're doing. They'll walk even into a discovery to get to a position that they want. This is where he wants to play here, and then this one comes down after and takes all that. Then he's left with a knight versus bishop. Let's see if that actually comes to fruition. Yep, knight comes down, rook comes over, rook e. Whoa, let me see. I think I forgot. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot something. My bad. That didn't work out. Okay. I gotta delete all that. Okay. Okay, let's see. Where are we? We're at 10. Okay, gotcha. Bishop f5. Takes. And rook e1. And see, if he takes here, what would happen is it would come down to a good knight versus a bad bishop, and so he wants to stay in contact with that. So now here comes the check. King a8, rook e2, bishop c8, and if you notice that white's just shuffling black's just shuffling his pieces around, there's really nothing that he can do. This knight blocks any of these pawns coming down the board, because if this happens, it'll take. So, and it doesn't really matter if he moves these pawns at all. White can eventually just play h3 and lock this whole side down. Black's totally on the defensive, and white's ready for basically a takedown. Okay, let's see. h4. See, okay, d3. He's going after the weak pawn here. Bishop e6. Bishop c4. Rook e7. And see, this knight now guards the pawn, so that the rook can now come on the 7th rank and start gobbling like Pac-Man all of the pawns. Okay, d8, rook d8. And knight to d3, and white resigns. The point is, this is what the rest of the analysis says. If he plays bishop takes, bishop takes, king takes, c5. Rook takes f, b4, and rook c7, and this pawn goes bye-bye. So that was a really good game. Let's see if I have any more. Let me see. Do we want to do this position here? Let's see. Hold on. I just want to make sure. I have a couple notes that I want, if I want to go over. Yeah, we'll do this one here, and then we'll do a game. This is bishops of same colored, and this is a more advanced setup. This is actually Larry. I think this is Christensen U.S. Championship 2002. The guy's name is D. That's his thing. D. Groomvik. So hey, how you doing? Glad to see you on. Okay. And so I think this is Larry Christensen. I'm not exactly sure, but he's a really good player. So, but this is from one of the U.S. Championships. So this is a 2000 straight up. Sorry, I'm trying to get all the pieces set up correctly. I love when it comes down to like bishops. Knights are really, oops, I forgot to put, I'm gonna put a pawn correct. Knights are really interesting, but bishops are super duper cool, because knights are complicated, and it's fun to have, to play with them. But bishops, you have to move. It's kind of like snipers. You have to be able to know where to put your sniper so that you can take out one of the soldiers. And if you position it wrong at all, there's no turning back. With a knight, there's always a chance you can retreat, but with a bishop and you put it in the wrong spot, game over. Put your hand out, move on to the next round. Okay, let's do black. Okay, do I have everything set up right? Because I don't want to have to redo this. Just give me 1 sec. So far, so good. Okay, it's black. Christensen is black, and his opponent is white. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so we'll just call him his opponent. Okay, let's see. Christensen plays b5, 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 b5. Where's, did I? Oh shoot! I put. Oh man. Of course, it's me. I got the kings and the drat. Okay, let me put the bishops there first, because some reason I got it in the wrong spot. Let's see. I don't know how that happens. Oops. That'd be lovely if there was 2 kings, right? Let me hurry through this. Oops. Okay, I'm getting faster at this. And I knew there was a problem when I couldn't get to b5. That's funny. Okay, let's see. Here. So far, so good. Okay, finally we got it. Okay, we're gonna go over it. So we gotta flip the board. There we go. So it's black to move. Christensen plays b5. 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 Let me see. Is that? No, it's d5. Okay. I saw it was white next to play bishop b1. got that turned around. This was an exclam move because Christensen has an outside passed pawn. So if you think about it, what'll happen is if bishop trades, king trades, the king will come over, and our let's see, I think he could play here. Very interesting position. A lot of these grandmasters see very far into the future. So this went b1. He doesn't want to trade his opponent. d2, and the king takes d2, and now a2. Oops, not a2. That was move 4. Move 3 is e4. He wants to trade off and squeeze black's king so that it can't do anything. If he can do that, see, remember the one move tempo idea? There's here. Then if he plays here, you can play here, and then trades, and there's a whole bunch of other ideas that could happen. So he goes bishop, his opponent goes bishop, Christian's opponent, bishop to a2. He does not want to trade because that'll give Christensen a ton more space, and he'll be able to slowly push the king back, white's king. Okay. So d4. Okay. h4, h6. H takes. Now they're coming down to then bishop to e6. So he's covering this square here. He's preventing black. If you notice, black's king can't come and attack this pawn, because if it tries here, this is protected here, this is attacked. So it's attacked, so there's no way. The king, so it's kind of stuck. If the king was to move, it only has e5, and so white potentially could now activate his king. It all depends. d5. So you know what? He's still like, trade time. Let's trade, because it's interesting. If he trades here, takes, comes over, up. Or sorry, I'm over here. Sorry. Okay, if he trades here, up, and he tries to come over here. The whole goal is who can race their pawn down faster. That's the whole goal. If black can get rid of this pawn and start the pawn race, it's all who can get there the fastest. And Larry Christensen understands that his king is close enough, and he'll queen this pawn faster than white's pawn, because white would have to move, let's see, 1, 2, 3 moves, 4, and he only has 1, 2, so he has a 2-move advantage on the pawn push. So white cannot, with all the might of whoever Christian is playing, he cannot allow the trade, so he's going to just have to keep moving. And he does. He goes D, then there's c4. That pawn's going b5, d5. Now this pawn is locked on the color of our bishop, which makes it a target. These two pawns, Christensen's two pawns, are on opposite color. No targets for the white bishop. Black has a target of the pawn on b5. So e2, c5 is going after the pawn next to him, more likely. Oops, yeah, this will probably be here. Then he'll trade off, and he'll have a runner down the board. Let's see, 10. So e3, bishop c4. Yep, so far so good. It's happening. Bishop takes. e6. He cannot trade because this guy will just come rolling up the board and become a queen. a5. Here it comes. Da, 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 da. Let the rocky music getting stronger. This every time the pawn gets going down the board, it keeps getting stronger. So let's see, where are we at? Okay, there. Okay, b3. And he doesn't want to trade off. It's the funniest thing is, yes, it would look like it'd be good to trade here, but the bishop would be more than happy to trade its life so that the king can get here and draw the game. So black cannot allow this pawn to get traded off for this bishop. He has to, remember we talked about the bishops of same color. You have to slowly maneuver your pawns up the board and take away all the squares from white, so that what would happen is black would want a bishop here and his king here. He'd want the king here, black would want the bishop there and the king here. Then he can walk this pawn down the board because this bishop would block the movement, so this pawn can come up the board without being captured. And let's see how Christensen maneuvers that, because it's an art to actually do that. b5, maybe b4, d1. He wants to stay in contact. a4, another route, so g4. He's going to try to get here and take control of that. g4. Oh, c3. King e5. Bishop b3. Bishop d7. Trying to take control of the squares so that he'll be able to trade this pawn off for that bishop. Remember, so trades are really interesting. Let's see, bishop d, bishop d7. Oh, he wants to trade this because then it can't be stopped. See, if this happens, there's no way that you could stop it by playing, let's see here, and there's really no way of stopping this from queening. That was just my move sequence. I wanted to see why taking was impossible. Now you see why it was impossible. So let's see. Okay, there. Let's see. Okay, we're on move 18. I want to make sure that I'm on the right. So king f4. Bishop d1. e8. King b4. King e3. a4. h5. Bishop d7. Because he's trying to, so that he can get this pawn going down the board. That's his saving grace right there. Let's see. So d5. Gotta keep an eye on, make sure my notes are right. Okay, bishop h5, h5, d. Okay, and then we'll. Okay, king d2, b3, c1, and a2, and they agreed to a draw because there's no way of making progress now. The king can move all over the board. This king is too active, so they agreed to a draw. Man, it looked like so much of a win. So it tells you, don't give up, because there's always a chance for a draw. And this was during the U.S. Championship too, so this was a huge game. So with that, we're going to now play a game. We'll see how what's out there for us to play. Ooh, let's do a 17. Let's see how this is doing. All right, let's give them some London, boys. Just gonna try to do the French. The only problem. Oh, interesting. Oops, not the rook, the knight. Okay, let's infiltrate into the position. Let's see. So bishop takes, knight, knight takes, pawn takes. It's not a closed game at that point. Thinking about dropping my. But I don't want to castle right now. I'm gonna drop my knight in here. There's really no reason to worry about anything like that. I could also kick the knight out right now too. Sweet. I'm not giving up my attack. There we go. Keep my knight in a really good spot. It's funny, if the bishop takes the knight, I'll take, and it'll be actually yep, there it is. That's what I thought he might play. Let's see. Let's cement my knight. Let's see, what can we do? What can we do? Huh. I want to crack open the let's see, because we got to plan this just right. I'm going for a huge attack, yeah. let's see. Let's attack the rook. He's going to come down with check, but actually he can't because the bishop covers that. Let's see. Bishop covers that. See there. Beautiful. I'm gonna play here. We should win the queen on this one here. We should. This should be game over if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Is there any way he can cover? No. There we go. Now we win his queen. So either way, he was going to lose. Let's see. Let's play there. We're gonna go for mate and 2. We're going for mate and 2, guys. Let's see if he allots us to do that. Yep, there it is. He popped on that one. Now let's see if we can get another player. That was a really good game. 18. Oh, let's do this guy here. We'll try this guy here. We'll give him an opportunity to face the man. Oh yeah, I should do that. I'll do that next time we take this. Yeah, I want to come out first, then I'll castle and check. Okay, so we're castling. Yeah, right, Chess Crunch TV. If anyone would like to play, put in for next game, and then we'll do it for next game. So just put in there I want to play, and we'll play. Let's see. I got a plan here. I'm gonna go for a pawn take on h2. Queen c. Hey, sweet. What the heck? Why would he do that? That's not a very good move. Not good at all. He's gonna have to go right back to the same spot he was in. So, like I said, if anybody wants to play, just put in the chat box. Let's see, bishop takes, Trying to think, is there any other thing that I can do? Let's see. See. Develop my knight. Connect my rooks. You know what? No rush. We got this, guys. Let's slow down and take our time. We're doubling up, my friends. We're doubling up. Next, we're going to play bishop takes knight, and we're going to win a piece. Oh, so he connects the rooks. I still think that wins. Let's see. Takes. Yeah. Still wins a piece. Still wins the queen. I think he'll pop on this one. Remember, you want to play, this guy's going to resign. So just please put in if you want to play. He's going to resign. 1 second. Okay. Oh, he didn't resign. That's interesting. Let's see. I think we can win another piece here. We're just gonna push that, attack that knight, get the knight out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here, friend. We're gonna win another piece. Let's see. Oh, so he's going to play that way. Let's see. There goes another pawn. If he takes here, who cares? We take here with check, queen takes, rook takes, rook takes. We're totally crushing. Crush, crush, crush. Okay. Do we want, let's see, what do we want to take with? Do we want to take with bishop or the rook? Trying to think what would actually be good, because if rook takes, now if bishop takes, that attacks the queen. Queen have to go bye-bye. I take with the bishop. I don't know if that was the best. We'll have to see. I think it was, because then I could retreat my rook back. We're just tearing up, man. We're just tearing up. Hope he moves over to see. No, that would be. Let's see, takes. No, that wouldn't work. I was thinking after if he moves his queen over, bishop takes. No, yeah. That's the only sitch. I'm just gonna retreat back. I know I'm gonna lose this here, but you know what? I'm not upset one bit. Huh. Now we got bishop here that we can actually move to as well. Man, this is just falling apart right here. Let's take. Let's play there. You gotta give him some kudos for trying. Let's implant our bishop there forever. Okay. Let's come crushing down. Remember that we have enough material now, we can just sack the everything if we need to, almost. Very interesting. Let's play here. Check. Let's see, we'll just retreat the bishop back here. I'm not in any big rush at this moment. Okay, let's attack the queen. Let's attack the queen again. Let's check. Let's check here. I was thinking about trading off queens, but then I'm like, I don't think so. Why not just win a rook, right? Let's check. Let's bring the queen in. Let's play here. Probably should have traded off the queens now that I think about it. Let's just play. I'm just gonna play there. I'm not gonna just risk anything. Okay, let's get this party started. Let's see here. Let's play here. There we go. I had so much material, but I just didn't want to risk a stalemate. So let's go back. Anybody want to play? Now, come on, put in there if you want to play. I know there's a lag, so I'll give some time. We'll analyze the position. Let's see. See what the computer says. There we go. That's mate. So, are you guys sure? Cause if nobody gets on, if nobody puts in that they want to play, I'm gonna log off. I'm only gonna play one more game with just my guys. Okay, I'm not playing any more ones right at this moment. I'll give like a minute or so. Let's take a look. Okay. I'll wait till I'll start. Okay. I'll do 2 minutes. So 36. When it's 10:36, then I gotta log off. But if not, I'll play one of you guys. One game. Okay, one game. Put in if you want to play. But yeah, that game was really interesting. I slowly took the opponent apart, slowly. I some reason my opponent just kept going and going and going. My opponent just didn't know when to give up, and he almost got me on time, almost, but it's almost. Are you guys sure you don't want to play? You got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Come on. Anybody? We'll go over. It doesn't matter win, lose, or tie. Anyone. And by the way, if there's anybody out there that I mean not anyone. If there was a watcher that isn't following, just click follow, because we do a lot of these. We do games, tactics, we do end games. I'm going to see if I can get some opening stuff coming in too, a little bit more. So just click follow if you want to see more. Okay. Well, at this moment, nobody, so I appreciate you guys coming on. I hope you enjoyed the 2 games that we played, and I hope you learned a whole bunch. And that's the whole purpose of chess, is to learn and keep going and fighting the good fight. As Wesley So says, serve the Lord Jesus. As I say, God bless, and I'll see you next time on Chess Cruncher TV. Have a great night and a great rest, guys. Bye bye.